Hi everyone, this is Dr. Bob. Today I'd like to talk to you about something that happened on television 50 years ago today. Between 1956 and 1970, Chet Huntley and David Brinkley were the biggest anchor team in all of the United States. They were the most trusted journalists in America before Walter Cronkite came along. But in July of 1970, Chet Huntley announced his retirement from NBC News, and he went to live out the rest of his life in Montana. The last ever Huntley-Brinkley report aired on July 31st, 1970. 3 days later, on Monday, August 3rd, began a brand new nightly network news program. It was called NBC Nightly News. When it first started in 1970, it was hosted by John Chancellor, David Brinkley, and Frank McGee on occasions, and they all rotated between New York City and Washington until Frank McGee left to join the Today Show in 1972. Then it was John Chancellor and David Brinkley until 1981. Eventually, in 1982, John Chancellor gave up the NBC Nightly News anchor desk for one Tom Brokaw. Tom Brokaw spent the better part of 2 decades covering some of the biggest events around the world and here at home. In December of 2004, Tom Brokaw himself stepped down from the anchor chair, succeeding it to Brian Williams, who spent 10 years and 4 months behind the anchor desk until controversies took him off the air in March of 2015. He still works at MSNBC to this day. In 2015, he was succeeded by Lester Holt. And Lester Holt still hosts NBC Nightly News every night to this day. Today, August 3rd, 2020, is the 50th birthday of NBC Nightly News. NBC Nightly News has covered some of the most important and historical events around the world, including the resignation of President Richard Nixon, the assassination attempt on President Ronald Reagan, the Iranian hostage crisis, the Challenger disaster, the Gulf War, the death of Princess Diana, the Oklahoma City bombings, riots in Los Angeles, the Iraq War, the war in Afghanistan, the September 11th terrorist attacks, and Tom Brokaw of NBC Nightly News was one of the first American journalists on the ground during the falling of the Berlin Wall in November of 1989. Happy 50th birthday to one of network television's greatest news programs, NBC Nightly News. I'm Dr. Bob.